Somebody handed you one sheet of paper with one big number on it. $12,400. Complete system installation. Now you'll spend a week comparing that number against two other numbers. That's the mistake. The number isn't what you're being sold. The sheet is. I went and read the published warranty terms from the 4 largest manufacturers in this market. All 4 say the same thing about the 10-year warranty printed on your quote. It isn't 10 years, it's 5. Unless a form gets filed within 60 days of the day the truck leaves your driveway. By the end of this, you'll have 5 lines to put in writing before you sign. Every one of them you can check yourself against a document the person selling you the system doesn't control. And the most expensive line on that quote isn't printed on it. Let's start at the top. Every quote you get will have a line like this one. 1 description, 1 number, sometimes a second line for tax. Here's what you think it is. You think it's the price. It isn't. It's a container. Inside that container is the outdoor unit, the indoor coil, the furnace or air handler, the labor, the sheet metal, the pad, the line set, the electrical disconnect, the condensate safety switch, the thermostat, the permit, where your city requires one, and hauling the old system out of your basement. Every one of those has its own price. Every one of them is a thing that either happens or doesn't happen. Bundle them into a single number and something specific happens to you. Company A comes in at 12.4. Company B comes in at 10.1. You have no way on earth to tell whether that gap is markup or whether B simply left out the permit and the haul away and plans to bill you for both in March. You aren't comparing 2 prices. You're comparing 2 different jobs, and nobody told you that. Line 1. Ask for equipment, labor, materials, permit, and disposal as 5 separate numbers. Not a discount, a breakdown. Any company that does this for a living already has those 5 numbers sitting in its software. They ran them to produce your total. Somewhere down there you'll find a few of these: a UV light in the air handler, a surge protector on the condenser, an extended labor warranty, a media filter cabinet. Some of these are worth buying. That isn't the point. The point is where they're printed. If they're folded into the total with no individual price beside them, they are not options, they're volume. You can't decline what you can't see, and you can't price check what has no price. Here's the test, and it's a clean one. Ask what the number looks like without the UV light. If it moves by an amount they can state on the spot, it was a line item and you now have a choice. If the answer is that it's part of the package, or that it comes at no charge, then you're paying for it inside a number you were told not to look at. Line 2. Every add-on gets its own row, its own price, and the word optional printed next to it. So far, everything I've pointed at is printed on your quote. The next 3 aren't, and they cost more. Start with the line people trust the most. 3-ton, 16 SEER 2 system. It has numbers in it. It looks like a specification. It isn't one. A SEER 2 rating doesn't belong to the outdoor unit sitting in your yard. It belongs to a combination, outdoor unit, indoor coil or air handler, and furnace, tested together as one system, under a standard called AHRI 210-240. Swap the coil for a cheaper one, and the rating of that combination changes. The box outside still says the same thing. Your quote still says 16. The system in your house is now something else, and you have no way to know. So 3-ton, 16 SEER 2, with no model numbers next to it, is a claim about nothing in particular. Here's the document that fixes it. It's free, it takes 90 seconds, and it is not controlled by the person selling you the system. Every certified combination has an AHRI certified reference number. One number tied to one exact set of models. You type it into the AHRI directory.org and it returns the outdoor unit, the indoor unit, the certified capacity, the certified efficiency rating, and whether that combination is still in active production. It either matches your quote or it doesn't. That's the whole test. And this is not just a comfort exercise. Utility rebate programs ask for that certificate. Los Angeles's utility, for one, requires the AHRI certificate and a closed permit before it will pay a heat pump rebate at all. No paperwork, no money. Line 3, exact model numbers for every component, plus the AHRI. Certified reference number for the combination, in writing, before you sign. Next line, properly sized for your home. Nobody argues with this one because it sounds like a description of care. Sizing is not a judgment, it's a calculation, and it has a name. Manual J is the load calculation, the standard method for working out how much heating and cooling your specific house actually needs. Square footage, orientation, window area and window type, insulation, air infiltration, ceiling height, your local design temperature. Then a second procedure, Manual S, takes that load and selects equipment to match it. Both come from the Air Conditioning Contractors of America. You don't have to take my word for why this matters. The Department of Energy publishes guidance telling homeowners exactly this. Don't accept sizing estimates based on your floor area, and don't accept them based on a contractor's experience. It names Manual J and Manual S as the procedures recommended in the United States. And here's the tell. You already know whether it happened. If the person who quoted your job walked the house in 11 minutes, never measured a window, never asked what's in your walls, and never went into the attic, there was no load calculation. The size came off a rule of thumb or off what was already on the truck. Bigger is not safe. Energy Star explains the mechanism plainly. An air conditioner pulls moisture out of your air by running long enough for that moisture to condense on the coil and drain away. An oversized unit hits the set point fast and shuts off. The cycle is too short. Less water drains off the coil, and some of what did condense evaporates straight back into your house. So the room reads 72 degrees and still feels like a basement. The Department of Energy also notes that oversized systems tend to leak more through the ducts because the operating pressures are higher. You paid more for the equipment. You'll pay more to run it, and it will wear out sooner than the correctly sized one would have. Line 4, ask for the Manual J output. It's a page. It has your address on it and your design conditions on it. Now, the line I told you about at the start, 10-year warranty included, read it the way it's written. Nothing in that sentence is false. It's just not the whole sentence. The manufacturer's default is 5 years on parts. 10 years is conditional, and the condition is registration. Your serial numbers filed with the manufacturer inside a window that starts the day the system is installed. Train, 60 days. American Standard, 60 days. Goodman, 60 days. Carrier gives you 90 days and states that once that window closes, the coverage you have, or didn't choose, is permanent. There's a wrinkle worth knowing, and it depends entirely on where you live. Goodman's own terms say that residents of California, Florida, and Georgia keep the full rights without registering at all. Everywhere else, the form is the difference between 10 years and 5. Now, who files it? Almost always, the company tells you they'll handle it. Sometimes they do, Sometimes the address gets typed wrong. Sometimes the person in the office who ran registrations quit in November and nobody picked it up. You find out in year 7, the compressor goes, the manufacturer looks up your serial number and tells you the coverage ended 2 years ago. One more thing about that warranty, registered or not. It covers parts. It does not cover labor. Every one of these manufacturers says so in plain language on their own website. The truck, the diagnostic, and the hours are yours either way, unless you bought a separate labor warranty, which, if you did, should have been line 2. Line 5. Inside 60 days, get the registration confirmation number from the manufacturer, not from the contractor. Now step back from air conditioning for a second, because the pattern here isn't about air conditioning. Look at what those 5 lines have in common. Every one of them points at a document that the person who wrote your quote does not control. The model number points at the AHRI directory. The sizing points at a standard published by a trade association and endorsed by the Department of Energy. The warranty points at the manufacturer's own published terms. The permit points at your city's building department, and that one really does vary, because some cities exempt a like-for-like swap, while most don't, and the only way to know is to ask yours. The breakdown points at a spreadsheet that already exists in the contractor's software. A line that points at nothing except itself is not a price. It's a placeholder. And that test travels. Roofing quote, panel upgrade, solar contract, foundation work. Read down the page and mark every line that points at something outside the room. Whatever's left over is where the soft money lives. Not because somebody's a crook. Because a number that nobody can check is a number that nobody ever has to defend. So here's the whole thing, and it fits in one email. 1. Equipment, labor, materials, permit, and disposal as 5 separate numbers. 2. Every add-on priced on its own row, marked optional. 3. Model numbers for every component, plus the AHRI reference number. 4. The manual J page. 5. The registration confirmation, inside 60 days, from the manufacturer. You're not accusing anyone of anything, and that's the part people get wrong. A company that does good work already has all 5 of these. 3 of them are already in the software. They'll send them back the same afternoon and think nothing of it. The request cost you 1 email. The reply tells you which kind of company is standing in your driveway. And that's the more useful piece of information anyway. Send it before you sign. After you sign, all 5 of these turn into favors. One note before you go: warranty terms and permit rules change, and they change by brand and by city. Everything in this video comes from documents published by the manufacturers, by the industry certification body, and by the Department of Energy, all of which you can read yourself in an afternoon. Check yours against your own paperwork and your own building department before you act on any of it.